for the layout of the farm for 2022. Later in this video, I will go over our plans for that layout plan, just for a frame of reference that everything we're planning may not come to fruition, because our plans were really big last year.
Oh yeah.
And they didn't really go as planned.
This is a look into our plans. I've written down basically everything our kids need to know about every vegetable we've ever grown. And this is how we start out every year. We do a little diagram of our hopes and dreams for the year to come.
That's right, it's generally the same, except for, of course, the new house that we're living in now wasn't part of last year's plan, is one interesting kick. And there'll also be a bunny area. A bunny area is also a duck area. They are one and the same.
We're putting in paved paths around the house into the new greenhouse / bathhouse, and also where the driveway is. We're putting the bunnies right next to that first path towards the bathhouse.
Yeah, for the stones, we'll just dig a little hole, lay a layer of sand, probably an inch thick, and then set the stone on top of it to be flush with the ground.
The path will continue on where the pin is going, all around our garden and back that way. The new garden beds are really exciting. As you can see here, not only are we finishing our 3 originals, but we are putting in so much more. And yes, this is ambitious. It probably won't happen just like this, but we're really excited.
Alright, so last year we made a list of the scheduling of when we either start plants indoors for transplanting, or when we plant directly, or the transplant date, and the dates in which we harvest. So that gives us a good idea. Here's the months into which we are going to be speaking over. So basically we're right here at the very start of February. So we're going to go ahead and start some of these items that are going to be ready to start indoors. So at a glance, this is kind of what we are looking at. We do have a few other items that we want to add this year, but this is the bulk of our regular annuals.
First we need dirt.
Okay, so the first thing we're doing is our old soil that we started seeds with last year. We're going to use that bag up first. It is drier than it was when we bought it, so we need to get it moist again.
And we're gonna use water. Yeah.
Or we could just mix it in that bag.
But first
So
we
how
need.
much?
So how much do we need to put in there?
Pour it in, I'll tell you. So seed starting soil is very porous. It has a lot of what do they call that? Spongy type.
Yeah.
Can we mix it?
Go ahead. Don't get it out of the bin. Just roll up our sleeves like a lady.
I don't have sleeves.
Well, then you're not a lady.
Get to the bottom because the bottom gets really wet.
Alright guys, let mommy have a crack at it.
I'm gonna go wash my hands.
Nope.
Brush
There's
them
no
up.
point in that.
Brush them up
It's gonna be dirty all day.
as long as it's in a container.
So basically I'm just making sure that the really wet stuff at the very bottom is getting mixed up with the stuff that is dry at the top. And on the side corners, making sure that's all mixed in. We're getting a really nice hold, and that's good. You don't want it sopping wet. You don't want to shock the little seeds either. Although, I will be honest, at the very end, you're going to do a heavy water. So I guess it doesn't really matter. But you don't want to play with mud, I guess is the thing. But that's a good texture, I think. I think we're sitting pretty. So, make less of a mess trying to get it over here. We're going to take each one, and these were donated to us by McCool Landscaping. Thank you.
Mommy, can I go wash my hands?
And you want to not shove it in and like squish it down. I'm going to do a light packing because you want really aerated, loose soil to start your seedlings in. And you want to give it this much soil because we are going to leave them in here until we plant them out. So you need that much soil for your roots to have a good, healthy root system. So kids, yep, remember did you hear what I said? You just scoop and you don't press down.
I want to do the other.
Yes, sir.
You should always involve your kids with planting your vegetable garden. It is a surefire way to have kids that are excited to eat their vegetables. Not to mention to help your mother.
So I'm not really pressing in, I'm just kind of grating by nice fluffy. So guys, I gotta be able to do this. Look, Bubba, you're in the way. There it is. All right.
That was
Yep.
mine.
We're gonna open the next bag. All right, guys. So we opened a new bag. This one's way more moist. However, we will still wet it. You're supposed to anyway. But this one doesn't need quite as much.
Can I put what?
Probably not because it doesn't need that much. But I'll let you pour it. But Mommy's hand's gonna be on it too.
Not only will you never forget this, they're never going to forget this.
Good job.
I think it needs more dirt.
I love these trays that Adam gave us.
Yeah, they work out decent.
His wife, I don't know if she's like runs it or owns it, but she definitely works at a landscape.
Cindy, that's all.
a nursery, and he owns a landscaping business, and they're just lovely, just lovely people.
Daddy, that one's not all the way in.
Yeah, we'll get it when the time comes.
Yeah, I'll just.
Anyway, they were getting rid of these, and I was excited to take them off of their
Nope,
hands.
that's all. We're leaving 3 of them because we only need 15.
All right. So that's the first step, potting the dirt. So we're going to be planting 5 Chinese pink celeries.
Pink celery. All done.
Those will be the 5 celeries. Planting instructions. Start seeds indoors 8 to 12 weeks ahead of frost date.
Okay.
Surface sow, that means we just gently place it on top and press it into the soil barely. We'll transplant it outdoors after spring frost into rich, moist soil in the full sun. So that's pretty nice and easy.
Yeah.
Indeed.
Why are those so tiny? I thought they were going to be the biggest one.
How deep are they supposed to be?
Huh?
How deep are they supposed to
I said surface sow,
be? Surface.
which means you just press it into the very surface. Make sure it hits contact with the soil. That's it. We need 10 cauliflower.
I
So
want
that's basically the rest of them, right? 1/4 inch seed depth, 4 to 6 weeks after your last average frost date, or 12 weeks before your average first frost date in mild climates. So in fall for harvest, in late winter as well, and early spring. Ideal soil temperature is 70 to 85 degrees Fahrenheit. Okay, so 1/4 inch. Do this. Doing it. Well, oh yeah, we have plenty to go around. That, where does she put it, Daddy?
There's just a little hole.
Okay, let's start here. We go in a row.
Now it hurts.
Okay, bye-bye. Right here. Perfect. Good job, guys.
Alright,
Nope, I'm doing the rest. Very important to the rest of our year. And these moments we're doing right now is going to really shape how everything goes this year for our food, which is honestly our joy.
because I really want to eat stuff.
Yeah. What do we eat with our cauliflower? We eat salads, we eat stir fries, mostly Indian food is a favorite. Last one. Which one should I pick? They're all
white.
different. Big white one. All right, cauliflower is in the books. Good job, guys. Farmers. We are farmers. Dun, 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 dun.
Yeah.
So Brady has our full seed kit, other than the ones I showed you before. Or actually, I'll probably be showing it you after this clip. So we got a bunch of new seeds from Dollar Tree just for fun because we were there. It was exciting, so we did. And I'll show you those after this. But these are Baker Creek seeds, or from Whole Foods or Sprouts. These are all saved ourselves and or those seed companies. And they are amazing seed companies. So Brady, go ahead and start
Can I
with your
pick
first.
a color after him?
After him, yeah.
Can I?
Yeah, there's somewhat
Yeah.
They're somewhat organized. This one has squash and corn, just yellow.
Show me the seeds.
Yellow Spanish onion.
Got tomatoes and some. Well, this is cherry tomatoes, and then we have big tomatoes, and then we have orange tomatoes, and some more like oval tomatoes.
Alright, these are Amish paste tomatoes. We also have a bunch of different varieties of cherry tomatoes. Okay, so he's pulled the lettuce box. So in there we have a few different varieties of the Paris Island lettuce, romaine lettuce, and we also have dinosaur kale, which is actually more of a brassica, but we put it with the lettuces because that's how we like it. It makes more sense to us. And then we also have spinach, Bloomsdale long standing. Good job, Bubba.
And then your turn.
I'm gonna let Daddy take over.
Alright, and here we have the orange, the new Carota. I don't know if I'm pronouncing that right, but this needs a short orange carrot. And then, I'm not sure, this is another carrot. And then we also have a couple purple varieties, I believe.
Cosmic purple, to
Yeah.
be precise, because
The
there's a
cosmic
black
purple.
nebula that's even darker that we don't have.
And here's another orange one. I'm surprised we have so many orange ones. We really like purple carrots. all of this, I think. So there'll be a lot of that going on. And here's our cauliflower. It's a white cauliflower, and then broccoli. I've not seen any other colors of broccoli so far, so it's green, but I think they all are, to my knowledge. We have some different radishes. Looks like sparkler, cherry bell, and cherry radish. I wonder if cherry and cherry bell are different anyway. They looked a little different. The celery, it's a pink celery, a Chinese version. Yeah, Chinese.
And we watched a review about it, and it was apparently much more bold than regular celery.
Yeah, licorice-like, maybe. Right here we have mini bell pepper.
The colorful variety.
Yeah, and here's what would be a pepper ajayi dulce. So I'm not sure what that means. I think it's a hot type pepper.
It should be like hobby.
Probably so. Here we have some melons. Looks like a cantaloupe.
I love these cantaloupes.
Hearts of gold. And these will be exciting. The
36 or no.
365? No, it's rich sweetness 132 melon. I thought it was 365 too. But they look really cool. They're like orange and red.
Yeah. Starting to see like it.
Alright, so yeah, we have a red whole bean seed, some pinto.
These are actually red kidney beans.
It's like a purple green bean, I think. I can't really
Yeah.
unfold it to read it.
Those are the ones we actually saved as well. So they're acclimated to our soil.
Alright, and the final bean is a jade bush bean. That'll be fun.
It's like a green bean.
Totally.
It's like
Alright, this is a fun one for us. We have the Goji Berry. We're doing the black Goji.
Very like high health benefits in that
We're
berry.
excited to make berry jams this year. Pies.
And then we have some strawberries. Like, they're tiny. I forget what they're called. They're in the freezer.
Alpine, they are grown a lot smaller, but they are perennials, which means they will come back every year. And not only that, even though they're smaller, they are more prolific, which means we get more fruit. And the season which they grow is much longer, like 3 times longer than regular strawberries. And most importantly, they are supposedly way more intense in flavor than your regular strawberry.
So, alright, and then next we'll have a variety of mints. And here we have some dill. Dill y'all would have seen from the Dollar General run. And also a radish, I think, as far as vegetables go.
This is Baker Creek dill.
Yeah, this is the fancy business. Rosemary, and I think basil. Here's sage. And yeah, here's the basil. So pretty good run through the herbs. Alright, here's a fun one. We enjoyed growing cucumbers last year. Here's a Chicago pickling cucumber.
So easy to grow. 2 seeds we had, and they were so prolific.
Yeah, we used to love picking them.
Yeah, we had more than we could handle.
Yeah, and here's another jade cucumber right here.
Not another jade. We had jade bush beans, and now we have a jade English cucumber.
Finally, our mammoth sunflowers to finish it off.
So that's what we're thinking on planting this year. We're going to start our very first starter plants to start growing, have the growing season be extended by starting a few choice plants indoors before 4 to 6 weeks before the first frost date. Or I guess it would be the last frost date, rather.
to be able to have the best chance to be planted outside and transplanted successfully. So wish us luck. All right, so what's everyone excited to grow this year?
Flowers.
Which one? We promised you a rose bush this year.
Yeah.
I want a rose bush for teas and ointments and salves. So I'm down for that.
And salads. Rose petals and
You
salads.
could. They're edible.
Would you let me pick them sometimes when I row?
Yep. Okay, Brady, what are you excited to grow?
I look forward to the strawberries. I mostly look forward to also peanuts, but we don't have them yet. I really want to grow peanuts. They're supposed to be able to produce the first year.
That's another thing about this video.
Mommy?
There are some things that we still have not yet bought in our seed bucket list per se for this year. So there's still pumpkins that we want to do. There's still a few different types of squashes that we wanted to possibly try. A cocoa plant and a coffee bean plant. But that probably won't happen this year. But check me another year. Maybe I will have done that.
Yeah, we're trying to do a fast version. If we want to get to where we can have like a sort of challenge where we don't go to the store, for
You
like
wanna
you
start
know a
small?
given amount of time. Yeah, like a
And
week, and then a
progress.
month, and then maybe on to a year.
And I challenge all of you to do the same. Like honestly, if you're going on a journey where you're providing your own food and raising it up, either by meat or by vegetable, and even if that means just replacing one product on your grocery shopping list for something that you grow yourself, even if you just want to do one thing like cucumbers. What is the one vegetable that you eat constantly? Grow that this year. Try to challenge yourself to only eat off of that as far as that product. That's our plan. We're slowly progressing that way. We want to start off where we like get to a place where we get a whole year where we can provide for ourselves as self-efficiency.
Yeah, that's why the pumpkins will be important. The spaghetti squash will be important. Just a couple of examples. Everything's important in its own way, of course. But fishing will be a big part of it too.
Yeah.
That will come because there's
Raising rabbits, chickens, ducks,
Yep.
goats,
definitely.
hopefully in the future.
Hopefully. Because yeah, that'd be an important dairy source.
What are you excited to grow this year?
All the things that you said.
You're just gonna say what Sissy said, flowers. All right. I'm really excited to grow. I believe carrots would be really exciting to have a successful carrot harvest because my kids love carrots and our bunnies love carrots. Also, it would be really exciting to have a successful watermelon harvest because I've tried for 2 years in a row now. I've gotten really close, really close, and have not been successful. So I'm really excited.
Yeah, we learned about watermelons. Apparently last year I over-fertilized and watered the watermelons and a few other things. Apparently you're supposed to starve watermelons of both water and fertilizer. And
They
it
are
makes it
sweeter
great.
that way. Come to find.
First, we have these kind of baked beans that they're called pinto beans. And then, I think this is some cilantro. Right, Daddy, cilantro?
Yep.
Yeah, this is cilantro. And, yeah, we are very excited for our garden. We're like, I'm very excited to see the new flowers we're gonna have. And I'm very excited for our new things. Cilantro and pinto beans.
Good job. All right. So these are a good example of how we mark our garden beds. My mom made those with me and the kids for Mother's Day, I think 2 years ago. Maybe just a year ago. No, it was 2 years ago. I love these. They're holding up great.
It's for Mother's Day that I got her.
Yep.
Look at Laurel, she's like shaking against me.
All right, so I brought these over here to basically, my friend Adam, who owns a landscaping company, gave me all these. He was throwing them away, a bunch of trays. I'm gonna have a bunch of seedlings in here in just a few weeks. We only have like 3 weeks before we start planting this year's harvest, and that is so exciting. So we'll use things like this. We're also going to use kind of greenhouse method. You can get this from when you go and get baked goods or anything like that. Instead of putting it where they would put the yummy stuff, put it on the opposite end where the lid would have been. You'd have a much better, deeper bed. And then you would use this as a greenhouse method until it got too large, and then you would open it up. But you're probably, once it's that large, going to be planting it out. So great method to use. We're excited. We've done it before.
By the way, if you guys know us, you probably know Glitch. Soon she's gonna be a house cat, right, Mommy?
That's right. We're going to have one mouse or cat inside and one mouse or cat outside to keep all these, country mouse away, because we don't have any mouse in our new house and we want to keep it that way. We don't want mice. But it's very hard to combat that with all the fresh bulk grain and stuff that we have and feed for the animals without fierce little kitties on your side. So we probably could have collected these better and had a bunch ready, but we didn't. That's just from one grocery trip, so imagine what that could have been like. So Serenity, I heard her tell you about the pinto beans and the cilantro, so we're going to be growing those this year.
I accidentally put it upside down and accidentally spilled some cilantro.
Well, baby, you can't just leave it.
Do a lot of starter gardens do that sometimes?
Spill stuff, yes. Absolutely. They usually don't have a big pig that'll eat it, though. Well, why?
What are you most excited for this year?
More beds and more, stuff to grow, you know what I mean? We only grew a few things last year. I want to grow a lot more stuff.
This year, I want to do...
She's going to eat them. Get it out of her face. All right, come on. Let's put these back.
Yeah, but just like the others grow right there.
I'm sure we'll eat them.
Bad girl. She's just trying to look for more on you. Yeah, I'll stuff you with the itchy.
Is Laurel that spilled them?
No. But Laurel's not helping. She's trying to eat it. Okay, so what we do about stuff like that is we just fold it really tight.
Yep.
So that it's not that easy, you know?
He just looked.
Yeah, it looked closed. It did.
Yeah, and he was upside down.
All right, starting over. Okay, so we got some new seeds. Not from anywhere fancy. Just
Dollar Tree.
dollars. Most of my seeds were bought from Baker Creek or Sprouts or Whole Foods, and that's what I prefer. Or I saved them. But we did have a little fun just getting a bunch of silly seeds. They were $4 for $1. I'll go over them with you real quick. We have marigold, basil, zinnias, the old sunflower, mammoth size, more Paris Island, more spinach, and by more, I mean we already have a bunch of Baker Creek variety, which is what we prefer. But we got a bunch of extra, and we got a bunch of stuff to make our own canning stuff, so that's really cool. That was dill, some more basil. Me and Serenity are really excited about this. This is lavender. That's really fun. And then we have beautiful morning glories. We have this variety, which is a pinkish purple, and we have this beautiful blue variety. My best friend, Bradley King, he had beautiful morning glories. He still does. They're at his old house. And anyway, I love those forever. I've always wanted them, so I'm going to do that. We have Swiss chard. You remember Brad's flowers?
I don't remember where he used to live. I don't even know where he lives now.
Yeah.
Well, I kind of remember what he used to live.
Some more
like.
radishes.
He had it was a lot of brown colors and tans and
Yeah.
white.
And these are forget-me-nots. So yeah, we're hitting up for the pollinators this year. We're definitely trying to do better for them.
Does that have some
This
glitch?
is
Or the bunny?
Gypsophilia, I think. And I'm really excited about these. We have peas, more kale, and this is the dwarf blue kale. We love kale around here.
Can I go check the mail?
Sure, baby.
Okay.
We have Sweet Williams.
I'm gonna go
Brady.
check the mail.
Look how good that looks.
These look pretty nice.
And we have a perennial mix, which is just a bunch of perennials that will come back year after year, and we don't have to worry about them. Plant once, let nature do its thing. So we got a special package arrive too, actually, that we weren't expecting to.
It's
But
for our glitchy girl.
It's for Glitch.
Yeah! I'm
Over here,
going to...
Bubba. They can see you when you're way over here. So right there. Perfect.
Oh, I want to see. I'm so excited to see what it is.
So exciting. What could that be?
What is that? A new cage!
Yep, so this is specifically for Miss Glitch. And this is where she will sleep at night so that she doesn't have any accidents at night. So this goes up like this. And this one comes up that way. And then it has a nice tray with the blankets in there. And a little food and water dish can stay in there during the day. Looks like it has this second layer that you can put like right here that she could like lounge on. So she has even more surface space to hang out. So she will only be kenneled at night because she was a farm outdoor kitty. Now she's going to be inside. So what do you think this is?
Litter box?
That's right. Guess whose job this is?
Mine?
Y'all's job. That's right.
Why?
If you want an indoor kitty, this is what it takes. It takes cleaning this out twice a day.
Before I can get those tiny puppies.
Let's work on keeping Glitch good. Very cute litter box my mom helped us get to help Glitch become an indoor kitty. So very exciting, guys. She's now officially an indoor kitty. That means she can't go outside no more. Okay? It means it's our job to make sure she gets everything she needs. She needs food, water.
Oh, that's
She
good.
needs a place to go potty.
So our job to take
And she
care
needs
of
a
the
place
kids.
to sleep.
So our job is to take care of the
And she
kids.
needs owners that are going to set her up for greatness so that she doesn't have accidents. She needs to sleep in here until she's an older kitty and figures it out. Okay? Like a much older kitty, like an old woman. Rick? All right. And how much are you wanting to put on your pledge partnership today? Glitch. Are you a house kitty now? Are you a house kitty? No. She's a good girl. Her so loved. You love the kitty?
Yes. It's mine. Don't scare her. By the way, she used her litter box.
Yes, she uses her litter box really good.
Yes. My kitty. My kitty. My kitty. My kitty. someone else's. You little monster. Shoot. Get off my head. Anyway, so we are very excited that we have a cat in our house. This is our first home cat.
Ever.
By the way,
10 years of marriage, first cat.
hey, she not
Ever
touching
break
me.
down this man's cold, cold heart. Who's her? Nothing but net with Glitch.
Me?
Nothing but net.
I love her little purrs. He wants to.
Let's see if we can be real quiet and let him hear it.
Yeah. Do it again. Meow.
This is where our kids get to our weirdness.
Meow. Meow.
Alright.
Meow.
drinkers, it's complete, so we don't get any, look at all the shavings and how dry everything is. The bedding stays really dry, which is good for the health of the bird. And then there's way more drinking space. Drinkers, how many birds can fit around that?
Mommy, I want to turn.
8-foot nipple drinker. This way birds are getting as much water
Roman,
as they need.
get it before she
The
does.
thing that we did with it, the way we plumbed this in is we plumbed it up through the hayloft, and up in the
Going
hayloft,
around
there's a 50-gallon drum on a float valve that always stays full. And the purpose of that 50
You gotta go slower, Bella. Her can't see it. Her got it. Her's killing it.
shut down our well.
Ooh.
Get a freeze.
Don't hurt her.
Hurricane season, you get
Going around your eyes. A little slower like this.
water. We've got 50 gallons
Yes.
on the hayloft. It's
And then pull it out of her hands.
we got a 50-gallon head start to kind of address that problem.
Oh, my, it's a little stuck in there. Let's take it out.
And it's just light, the only windows or
My turn. My turn.
doors, we try to keep those closed. We keep
Yes. Yes.
So crispy.
what we did, there were exterior doors here, for the horses to run in and out of, and we just used greenhouse panels.
I'm going over here. I'm going over here. I'm going on your face. Hey, Mommy. And you got it. Did you know I'm not sick anymore?
Good.
So can I ride my bike?
Not yet. There's ice on the road.
I went back. I will stop. Like one and then stop. One and then stop.
No.
Well, guys, thanks for watching. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe.